Welcome back. Podiatry, the solution that time. Well, David, I have to say I love a good game of chess. I'm not a very good player, but I really like to play. But at least you've got the terms.
Well, that's often my failing. I might know all the terms, but I'm actually a very lacklustre chess player.
Oh, want a game sometime?
I'll put a rain check on that, or a rain checkmate, I should say. No, in fact, three terms that come from chess, all of which have beautiful stories and mixed culture as well. Bishop is from the Greek word episkopos, meaning an overseer. So essentially, the source of the word scope.
So scope as in seeing, like in a periscope, or
all that you see. A bishop is the sort of chief cleric of a church. Now another one is Zugzwang, a wonderful German word.
It's a great word.
It's a great word, but it literally means in German a move through compulsion, and it's where a player moves into a forced move into disadvantage. In other words, they've been cornered into a move. You've been zugzwanged. And the last one, of course, is checkmate. I had to finish with that. And it's a Persian word, and it literally means shamat, which is the king has died. And it's where we get the word shah from chess. So while it might be black and white squares, just like a crossword, I'm completely hopeless at it, but I do know the words.
I look forward to telling somebody that they've been zugzwanged. That's a great phrase. Thank you, David. Let's have a look at our scores now. Arthur is on 17. David is just 1 point ahead on 18 as we go into our third letter game for tonight. And Arthur, we'd like to know what you'd like to have.
Thank you, Richard. Lily, I'll start off with a consonant this time, please.
Thank you, Arthur. Starting with an N.
Another consonant.
F.
And another consonant, please.
S.
And now I'll go for a vowel, please.
E.
Another vowel.
A.
And another vowel.
U.
A consonant, please.
N.
Another consonant.
L.
And lastly, a vowel, please.
And to finish, O.
And here's the clock. How many that time, Arthur?
6.
And David?
7.
What was your 6, Arthur?
Unseal.
David?
Funnels.
Funnels.
Lovely. Funnels was the best that I could find as well. That's a great 7, and I think one of the very few 7s to be found in such a mix. So well played again, David. That's a great contest tonight.
Tough letters and indeed a great contest. Arthur's on 17, David now a total of 25. Well, the letters may be tough, but let's keep playing them. David, what would you like this time?
Okay, I'll start with a consonant, please, Lily.
Thank you, David. Starting with an H.
And vowel.
E.
Consonant.
Q.
Ooh.
Vowel, please.
A.
Consonant, please.
R.
A vowel.
E.
No, it stopped.
Consonant.
My tractor stopped.
D.
A consonant, please.
N.
And a vowel, please.
And finally, A.
No.
Thank you, Lily. The time starts now.
No, it stopped. No. Something's wrong with my tractor. No, it stopped. My tractor stopped.
Well, a challenging cue there, David, but how many did you end up with?
I got 6, Richard.
And Arthur?
4.
What was your 4?
Dare.
And David, what did you get?
Harden.
Harden. A tough one. A tough
No,
one.
it stopped.
You got
My tractor
Harden,
stopped.
It is a little town near Cootamundra, but obviously it's a verb as well, to set. In fact, when you were here,
No.
my 6 was at here. Bet it hard. But, very hostile.
No, it stopped.
U without a U.
My tractor stopped.
Tough letters, but still 6 points for David. Time to try and beat a few numbers into shape now. It's our second numbers game for the night. And Arthur, would you make a selection for us, please?
Thanks, Richard. Lily, I'll go for 2 large and 4 small.
2 large and 4 small. Thank you, Arthur. And starting with our smalls, 5, 7, 6, and 9. And the 2 large, 25 and 75. And the target to reach is 545.
Let's head for that target.
Well, everything seems to be working. Now, the belts have a special pair of wheels. And they sort of work together as a team. And they're joined...
So, Arthur, how close did you get to that target?
546, I think.
Just one off, you think, and we'll keep fingers crossed for you. David, what about you?
545.
Right there. Take us through your method.
Well, maybe it's not the engine.
7, Lily, is 525.
75 by the 7 is 525.
And then in brackets, the other 25 minus the 5 gives you 20.
25 minus 5 is 20.
And you can add that on to give 545.
Indeed it does, 545.
Very straightforward, David, and right on target. Well done. So 10 points to David. That means he's pulling very strongly ahead. Arthur is on 17. David is now on 41. But just before we go to our next brief break, Lily, you have a mathematical take on takeaway food.
I do, and it's Thursday today at the end of the week. It's a great day to get some pizza. And I've got a little fun fact that may save some arguments. So you got your pizza and say you and your partner want to have 4 slices each. Forget about choosing a point in the middle. You can choose any point to cut through the 8 slices. From there, you cut 8 different slices, but each angle has to be 45 degrees here. And
You need to measure that carefully while
yeah,
you're
absolutely.
cutting.
You've got to get your protractor out.
Yes.
And if you eat the alternate pieces and your partner eats the other side, you won't have to argue about who had more pizza because you would have had exactly the same amount.
The actual area is exactly the same as you work around. That is fascinating and a completely different way to eat pizza. Thank you very much indeed, Lily. Let's go to the break. But first of all, of course, the word mix for you, which is mere ripe. And the clue this time, we are showing this clue for the first time. See you shortly.